otherwise known as a block shot, is a front foot shot played with a vertical bat that is decelerating into the ball to try and stun the ball straight onto the pitch. Zenon is now going to demonstrate a block shot from start to finish, and I'm going to point out the key aspects from the shot. As you can see, he's still on the instep, so that means the inside of his big toes on the ground with a straight and braced back leg. The front foot has gone towards where the ball would pitch and is bent, helping get the head forward and the hands nice and high. The bat is also played at an angle so that when the ball makes contact, it will go down towards the ground. The hips, shoulders and feet are all lined up to where the ball is coming from. If we look closer, we will also see that the top hand is the strong hand and the bottom hand is slightly loose on the bat to make the ball sort of deaden off of the bat. We are now going to look at the forward defense from the front. We want to take special note of when Zenon is playing the shot that the bat accelerates and then decelerates to a point of being still at the time that contact will be made. Also, as we notice him going forward in the shot now, we'll notice that his lines from his feet, hips and shoulders are all towards where the ball will be coming from. The head has stayed level and the eyes are over where the ball will be. Also, what you can notice is the shape of his arms and bat are still in a figure 9 position, and we'll notice that all the way to the bottom of the shot. In the block shot, you want to be as compact as possible. There are no spaces inside and the hands are nice and firm. To practice the block shot, initially you do a lot of shadow batting, which involves the batter just holding the bat and going through the full shot until he's comfortable with the motion. After that, what you are going to do now is I'm going to go down the pitch about 5 meters away from Zenon. I'm going to throw some underarms, full toss about shin height, and Zenon's just going to block into the ball so that he can get confidence playing over the ball and getting it down.
From this point would be underarms with a single bounce from a further distance.
As you can see, all those defense shots, the ball went straight down off the bat, taking off the risk of being caught. What we have noticed a lot, especially with younger cricketers and even some of the older cricketers, is that they sometimes reach for the ball in the block shot, and this creates spaces between the bat and the pad. So for this draw, we've set up a line of cones, a meter in front of where the batsman's standing. I am going to go to the far side of the net. I'm going to throw slow over arms. The batsman's then going to play the ball nice and late and try and get the ball to go off the bat and bounce before it gets to the line of the cone. That concludes the full defensive. A couple of the key aspects to remember is that you want to make contact with the ball nice and late, just in front of your front leg. Also, we want to make sure that our weight distribution is good. So that means our body is going forward to make sure that everything is behind the bat when we make contact with the ball. The third thing to remember is we want our alignment to be good. So the lines from our toes, from our hips and from our shoulders are in line with where the ball will be coming from to make contact as close to us as possible.
Hi guys, I'm Joe Root and today we're going to be talking through the forward defensive. Probably one of the most important shots in your locker. You want to make sure you can keep those good balls out so you can play all the expansive fun ones around it. Very simply, we've talked a lot through some other shots along the way, and there's a lot of fundamentals that carry over throughout. Having a nice strong base whether you're going forward or back, in this case forward. Getting a nice stride in that's comfortable, you're not overstriding. You're getting your head and your knee bent so that your head is in line with the contact you want to make the ball at. You then get your back pass coming dead straight down, and you want to finish up around there so that the full face of the bat is basically showing the line it's come from, and you're looking to basically show the stickers on the front of your bat back to the bowler. A way of practicing this, you just get some underarm feeds from about 5 or 6 yards, and all you're looking to do is get in a good strong position, your elbow nice and high, shoulders round, and block it back to where it came from. Let's have a go. You'll see that if you play it well, the ball should land somewhere in and around a metre radius. If you're playing with soft hands and the contact's right beneath your eye line, when you're practicing this shot, the ball should finish up somewhere in this area by your feet. And it should just trickle back to the feeder. That's a good indication that you've played it exactly how you want to. And there's your forward defensive.
Would you like to be a wall? Not just any wall, but the tightest wall in existence? You've clicked on the right video. In this video, we'll be covering a 4-stage drill sequence that will help you master the forward defense, or at least make it a little bit better. But before we can do that, we need to look at the basic technique of the shot. Front foot towards the ball, front knee bent, back leg braced, back foot on the instep, head forward, over the point of contact, hands decelerating towards contact, hands nice and soft, and contact underneath your eyes. Now that we've got an idea of the technique required to play the shot, we can start with stage 1, and that would be mastering the swing path as well as getting our hands nice and soft. For this drill, you will start in a forward defense position. The coach will throw slow underarms at about knee height on the full. As the ball approaches, you will execute your swing, making sure to decelerate your swing towards the point of contact. It is important that you keep your shape through the whole swing, as any extension of the shape will lead to you pushing at the ball. From here on, we will look to make contact with nice soft hands and let the ball drop as close to us with as little momentum as possible. For stage 2, we're going to be looking at the movement associated with the shot. We are going to be starting in our stance this time, with the thrower doing exactly what he did in stage 1. As the ball approaches, you'll push your head towards the ball. By leading with your head, you'll get yourself into the best possible line to play the shot successfully, as well as force your front foot to move towards the line of the ball. From here, you will play a forward defense, using what we learned in stage 1 to ensure that we've got a good, complete package. Here are some checkpoints, however. Please make sure that your head stays forward through the shot, ensure that your hips stay nice and side on, and the most crucial checkpoint, becoming a member of this channel. This gets you some perks and helps us create these videos. When it comes to the forward defense, we want to play the ball as late as possible. So for stage 3, we are going to be looking at the contact point of the shot. We will be placing some cones around the batter, forming a semicircle or half moon shape. This will act as a reference point for the batter. The thrower will be transitioning to slow overarms for this drill. Your goal as the batter will be to play a beautiful forward defense and make sure that the ball bounces before the cones. This helps us make sure that our contact point is nice and late and that we aren't reaching for the ball. This also marks the first time we are watching the ball from the bounce, and with less reaction time available. This gets us ready for more of a match simulation. For the 4th and final stage, we will be entering full match simulation. The thrower will throw as fast as they can while being able to do so consistently. Here we remove the remaining extra reaction time that we had in the previous stages. Our goal is to play the shot correctly while having to do so on instinct, making sure that each and every focus point is correct. If you don't feel in control at this stage, slightly slow down the throws and build back up to full speed. If you got to this point of the video, commit and hit that like button as hard as Virat commits on that front foot. Subscribe to our channel and check this video if you want to learn how to play the perfect drive.